The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tokucast Reviews, episode number 203. Marcus and Jacob here to discuss and review our thoughts on B-Fighter Kabuto. But before we do...
The last Metal Hero.
Before we do, there is something I will address. Yes, we are aware of the announcement that Toei has made regarding Super Sentai.
Toei hasn't said anything.
Well, my point exactly, yes. Thank you.
It came from Kyoto News, and they're the only source right now. TV Asahi has said no comment. Toei has said nothing. So we're not going to say anything about Super Sentai at all.
Yes, we are not going to make a video about it until we get either a press conference or we get like an official statement released from Toei themselves.
Or something hilarious like a new trademark.
But as like we've done with our rumor cast for the past several years, we wait until the actual press conference. We wait until we actually know. There's a lot of misinformation going around, a lot of wild speculation. We don't want to add fuel to that fire. This is not a news channel, so we don't want to muddy the waters any more than they already are. So if anybody asks, like, why aren't you talking about this, refer them to the beginning of this video. I know this is a Metal Hero review, and a lot of people probably aren't going to watch it, so I'm just putting that up front.
I made a post the other day saying we're not going to talk about it. Okay. We're not going to feed into the sensationalism at all.
Okay.
I just refuse to do that.
But now that it has been addressed, the last Metal Hero, technically there were more after this, but those aren't fully subbed. We've mentioned we were going to do them, but because they're not, I mentioned I was going to do them, but neither one of them is fully subbed. And I don't want to make a video with scraps, so for now, unless the final two get fully subtitled, this will be it for Metal Hero for us.
We still do have Ultra, and there's that new Garo project coming out as well about Taiga, the grandfather, the hot one. So I'm excited to do that.
Ultraman Gilf.
Anyway, yeah, B-Fighter Kabuto.
B-Fighter Kabuto. I'm gonna start off by saying I think it's a lot better than the last one.
I will say that the opening is worse.
Is it just me, or is it the same opening but with the words changed a little bit?
It could be.
It sounds like the same song.
It could be, but all I know is I don't like it. I like parts of B-Fighter. I did not like any of this. It was weird.
I liked the weirdness. I liked the suit designs.
Oh yeah, the suit designs
for the heroes, but also the villains. The villains in the show, I think, have really cool costumes.
They feel very Showa.
They do.
And in all honesty, I think
it's very much like, here's a theme that we're going to work with, and we're going to make it as big and loud as possible. Dress it up as much as we can.
I think I view that as more of a negative in this case. I think it's just because of the fact that it's so close to the Showa era, time-wise. It's only been, this was 97 to 98? So I think, you're less than a decade. The Showa era is over. You should be moving forward. This feels like a little bit too old for its own good.
That kind of feels like Metal Hero as a whole.
Thank you.
Metal Hero as a whole has always felt like it's stuck in the past. Even when they do, when they bring in Gavin into Gokaiger. Yeah. We're going to give Gavin his own movie, or we're going to give the Metal Hero sheriffs.
We're going to try and revive.
We're going to revive the space sheriffs and give them their own movie. Even then, they feel stuck in the past.
This is 96 and 97.
It doesn't feel like any attempt has been made to modernize this whatsoever.
Yeah, you're less than 10 years out of the Showa era, and it still feels like you're stuck there. Especially in the way that its story is poorly told.
I realize it isn't going to change overnight, but it's something about it that just... It kind of reminds me of how I feel about Jetman. Jetman is a show that always tricks me into thinking that it's older than it is. That show came out in 91, and it feels like it came out in the early to mid 80s.
I disagree. I always felt like with Jetman, it's mostly because of the way that the story is told. It feels so much more modern.
Oh, really?
Yeah. with the heavy, especially because we can see with Sentai just going on as long as it has.
Yes.
It feels with the melodrama, it's not something that they really did before. I think Live Band is the closest.
I'm talking more visual, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah. This, however.
Yeah.
No.
It is really strange the way everything happens. Like, I like the initial setup. I like that we have our queen mother of monsters who is physically birthing her children to wreak havoc across the planet, and I think that's a pretty cool idea. I like the idea of like an alien queen immobile and just like laying eggs. Big fan of the James Cameron film, as we know that imagery from. But it's a cool image. The generals have a cool design. I like the initial setup. Then we meet our heroes. Yes.
Go-Go 5 did this better.
Oh, okay.
It feels like a lot of this was done
Save
2 years
the
later.
world.
Yeah,
save your life.
He is not that deep, but Go-Go 5.
The way he starts in the beginning, like, I know he's not. I'm being silly when I do that. It's the way how deep he is in the beginning kind of throws me off, and it just feels off for like what that show is. But I digress.
Go-Go 5 did the whole
this whole thing better
with demons.
Okay.
It did this a lot better, and I cared about a lot more of the cast on that and more. Although I feel like Lightspeed Rescue did at least made me care about Diabolico and Viper being hilarious. Again, so just one of those things. But in this case, this feels like the prototype. Before we get to Go-Go 5, and it does this.
What year was Go-Go 5?
2 years later.
Oh, wow. Was that soon?
Yeah. This, because Mega Silver went from being on this show directly into Mega Ranger. This show sucks.
As I said, I liked it more than the last one, but it's not good.
It is a sequel to the last one, but
the other heroes do show up.
As soon as they end up bringing in the Beetle version of Larago from the Turbo movie, I want to leave.
I kind of wanted to leave in the beginning when we're introduced to the Gold Hero, who is ostensibly our lead character.
And the worst.
And he's a child.
It feels like they took things from this show because you sort of end up having... I mean, the entire cast of Mega Ranger is a bunch of high schoolers.
Yeah.
But they're so much more interesting. This
also, the cast of Mega Ranger are all high schoolers. They are all classmates. They're all friends. It feels like a cohesive unit.
This doesn't.
For much as I dislike Forze, they're all high schoolers. It feels like okay, I get where they're going with this. This one, it's like you have the girl who is like 18, the other guy, Mega Silver, is 22, and then this kid is 16, and he looks so much younger than the other two.
Yes,
he has a very baby face, and it is kind of distracting.
Super baby face.
How much like louder and how much more
he feels like?
Shonen he is, for lack of a better word.
This feels like the precursor to this early 2000s, mid 2000s Shonen era. He feels like that protagonist, and because it's so early, it feels off.
Now, you could have something interesting if you had the idea of, like, older heroes are forced to work with someone younger than them because either he was chosen or he happened to be at the right place at the right time, and they have to contend with someone who is, like, younger and more hot-headed. Is, in theory, like, could be an interesting story.
It'd get real annoying real fast because everybody would start hating that assumedly main character.
Yeah, and...
Wait a minute. Wasn't that the whole point of, what was the Metal Hero? Blue SWAT.
Yeah, Blue SWAT. Blue SWAT had that, but to a much lesser extent.
Oh, yeah.
He wasn't a child.
The show sucked.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, the rest of the Metal Heroes that end up showing up in this with the other four.
That was interesting. I'll give him that.
Seiji Takawa being as young as he is. The voice for Dante.
Yeah, Ruben Langdon. It's another actor dubbing over his voice, but the blue Metal Hero is played by Ruben Langdon, Dante from Devil May Cry 3-5 in the first anime.
And Seiji Takawa is apparently Peruvian.
Well, the character is.
I love you.
Isn't his name like Julio?
Yes, I love you, Mr. Kamen Rider, but this won't it. However, nobody in this show is really interesting. The monsters' goals are so generic that I care less.
Destroy things because Mama said so.
Yeah, I just start caring less, and I don't. I refuse.
You refuse.
It's still somehow better than Windspectre.
I think visually it's more interesting than Windspectre. I
Yeah.
think story-wise there's some more interesting things than Windspectre.
Yeah, but
I think the villains, generic as they are, they still look cool, I think. I like Dinosaur Man. I like the dinosaur. He's a Triceratops. That's
but
cool.
But it's like, I honestly think
Praying Mantis Lady.
I
Alien Queen.
really feel like
we have evil Beetleborgs.
We do have evil Beetleborgs. This show feels like it gave up back in Soul Brain. After
when you
Soul
say
Brain,
this show, do you mean Metal Hero as a
this
whole?
Series.
This franchise?
It feels like it gave up back in Soul Brain, which I really liked. And I know this comes off as much more of a personal thing, but like Exceed Draft.
Well, I would hope so. It's our review.
Jan Person, Blue SWAT, which started off good but then fell off a cliff. Beetle Fighter, B-Fighter Kabuto are all bad to mid.
I would just say all bad. But that's just me.
Actually, I would probably agree there.
We go from Soul Brain, which for the most part, pretty grounded. Pretty good show. One of the better Metal Heroes. And then, it might be an overused phrase, but they jump the shark when we have our next show with Rescue Force Exceed Draft defeating the Lord of Darkness,
Which
Satan
so
himself.
Dumb. It just didn't work.
And now it's like, I feel like the stakes have been raised a little too high for this series.
You know what else did that? Build. Raise itself a little. We need to do a retrospective on Metal Hero after we finish this because we've seen them all.
Oh yeah. All that is available to us as of now.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
I know you're not.
They are legitimately preschool shows, and I just refuse to do that. But yeah, this beautiful what the fuck?
Big bad beetle bee fighters.
Yeah, metallics. It just wasn't good.
This is the metallic show.
Yeah.
Which I never watched.
I don't think I ever watched Metallics either.
I just know it exists.
I do too.
And one of the main reasons I know it exists is because of this show's Wikipedia page.
Yeah, this was a show that we watched with our eyes, and man, did we wish we were watching something else. What are we doing next?
Next, we're doing Changeman.
Oh, right.
Is the re-review of Changeman.
Yes, because Jacob hasn't seen it.
Nope.
So we're going to end up doing Changeman next. And yes. I am excited to re-watch.
I'm excited to watch. Been watching a bit, and grenade. You just need to grenade. All you need to do is move out of the grenade. If only you would just grenade. You need to dodge grenade.
North, east, west, and grenade. But yeah. Let us know what your thoughts are about B-Fighter Kabuto in the comments below. Don't forget to join us on all the things. We'll see you next time for the Changeman re-review. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for watching.